Hello, hello, good evening. Welcome to an edition of Never a Foul. It's game week 29. And I'm hosting today, which makes a nice little change. Still got my Cody Daps, though. We saying Daps?
Welcome, Soups. Glad to see you in the seat at last. Listen, this guy's going to be the best host on the channel because he knows how to play devil's advocate and you won't even realise when he's doing it. And he actually listens, unlike me. So,
sorry, what did you say?
You've listened.
Right, so yeah, we've got a lovely panel on with us today to unpack the events of this weekend. Obviously, some good, some not so good. So we've got Northside London with us again. And if you just want to tell the people who you support and where people can find you on social media.
Yeah, I support Arsenal, unfortunately. And yeah, you can find me on my YouTube channel, Northside LDN. My Instagram, same name, Northside LDN. So yeah, different content on both. So yeah.
Wicked. We're also joined by a Hammer, who's forever blowing bubbles and that. I'm sure he was blowing bubbles in the first half, but maybe not so many in the second half. We're joined by West Ham Jace. What are you saying? If you want to just introduce yourself and tell the people where they can find you.
Right, lads. West Ham Jace here, West Ham Fan TV. Also, another thing that I do with me mates as well, Dan Damo Jace. But yeah, quick little side one there. But yeah, West Ham fan. Fortune always hiding. Nothing never happy. So there you go.
Good stuff. And then we're joined by the boy Bits and Bobs, who's one of my kindred spirits right now, fellow Man United fan. We're not so happy today, but if you just want to introduce yourself to the people and let them know where they can find you.
Yeah. So what? It's your boy Bits and Bobs. Yes, people. Yes, I am Bits and Bobs. Thank you for having me on the show. I am the host of the United podcast on Football Terrace, where you can catch me there at least 2-3 times a week. Also on my own channel, Bits and Bobs, where I do my United podcast on popular opinions. Also have a show called Bits and Bobs Meets, where we do like a sit down and we talk about real life stuff, stories, society's problems, racism, discrimination, mental health. I just done a big one there with Gunnar Claude, so the Arsenal fan base will know him. So yeah, go check it out. But yeah, man, I mean, obviously, I'd love to have been here under different circumstances, but it is what it is. We move, innit? We move. But yeah, man, thank you for having me. But that's where you can find me.
No, that's wicked. Anytime. All you guys, like I kind of said it before, but thank you for joining me on this Sunday. Could have been elsewhere, could have been drowning in sorrows, but you're here with us and we're all going to unpack this weekend of football together. So, actually, I know like Daps is here, obviously, he's never a foul, but do you want to just introduce yourself and tell the people where they can see more of you?
You can see more of me right here on Never a Foul. Follow me on Twitter, DJ Daps, the host. And Bits and Bobs, Soups, you hear what he has a podcast about?
Yes.
He is coming on Chew the Fat, 100%.
Definitely, yes. So for those that don't know, we do a show called Chew the Fat where we get people on and we dig a little bit deeper. We give you a bit of an opportunity to, tell the people what you're about. We unpack, like pull back the layers, don't we, Daps?
Absolutely.
It's a nice conversation. So we'll have to get you on at some point as well. But it's never a foul, and let's talk footy, and that's what we're here for today. So let's start with Man United. So I guess after today's
hold on. I don't want to throw you, but
okay.
With the guests that we've got coming on later, actually no, because we've got a United fan right now. I'll let you continue. We might have to talk about this game twice though.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah, we will. We'll discuss it again later because we've got Leicester coming on. But for the benefit of Mr. Bits and Bobs, do you just want to give a general rundown of what you thought about today's game?
Personally, so I've started doing watch-alongs, right? Because I used to go to games quite a lot. So and just to I've got a few friends and stuff, so we just watch it together and we go live and stuff. It's not too tough. I saw the lineup and I thought, okay, technically we're good, but we can't keep possession, so it doesn't make any sense. There's no runners, doesn't make any sense. So yet again, another side, unbalanced pickings. I was actually worried about Clichy because everyone knows what Vardy's going to do. He's going to run in behind. He's going to try and stretch you, But Clichy, he's a poacher. He can score goals. He can score them outside the box. So for me personally, I was a bit worried. And then obviously Fred does this stupid pass back. I don't like Fred. I'm just going to put this out here right now. I don't like him because one, you get paid millions and millions. You say you're Brazilian, you're not Brazilian. Listen, you're Fred for a reason. Okay, you're some Stockport guy that's literally turned up for training.
Don't knock Stockport, bruv. Don't knock Stockport. They created Foden, mate.
Well, listen, they must listen. I don't know where we got this guy from, but he. Do you know what? To be a competent football player, you need to be able to pass. Okay, and the fact that we can't even pass, he can't even pass to his own teammate. It's not hard. Pass to the guys that are wearing the same color as top as you. Right? Anyway, that being said, yeah, I'm not shocked that we got beat because we need to pay homage to Brendan Rodgers here. This is another well-drilled Leicester team. He's a good coach. He needs to get his flowers. Ollie would probably struggle with that team. I was just disappointed, man, because of the team we played. We had good enough players on the pitch at the end of the day, but none of them looked interested. They all looked like they were going on international break. They wanted a rest. If that's the case, get them out of the club. They all deserve flogging, literally. They need flogged, bro. And then you need to seriously, man, because Man United, we're just a brand now. That's it. You know when we say, "Oh, we're Man United," bro, stop that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anyone say we're Man United because we're not. Okay, we're a business club now. That have
so you're saying the football's kind of taking a back seat to the business elements.
Bro, back seat. We've got Fred, yeah. We've got Fred and Matic trying to do a double pivot. You hear what I'm trying to say to you? I'm talking salt and pepper, bro. Do you know what I mean? They can't even. They're not getting nothing at all. So I don't want to talk too long on them, but yeah, like it wasn't just even Fred. It was every single one of them. Pogba's coming back from injury. Pogba can't win every game. Are you dumb? Yeah. Like, it's 11 players on the pitch, you know? But yeah, man, for me, it was very disappointing because another trophy that we can't win, and we've only got one trophy left. Well, the other trophy is top 4, innit? Because that's why he's still in a job. But yeah, it's disappointing, man. It's very disappointing.
We could do Europa.
Listen, let's not crack jokes, man. It's Sunday. It's God's day, bro. It's God's day, man.
Day of rest.
Yeah, it's God's day, bro.
You said you feel like it's not a footballing team. It's more like a business. Don't you think that's happening to a lot of big football clubs? Like Arsenal, like that.
Why, though? No, because do you know why though? Yeah, Pep Guardiola has came out and said, people say yes, I spend money, and he's like, yeah, you're right, because I get the players that I want. Okay, we need better players to do well on the pitch, but for some reason we've got mediocre players that help us do well off it.
Commercial deals. That's what
exactly. It's commercial deals, and like we obviously you can talk about the board, you can talk about Ollie, you talk about. For me, yeah, I'm saying this: if I give you an instruction, once you get on the pitch, if you fail to comply, log one with you, bro.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say to you.
And it's like Alex Ferguson days. That's what he would have done straight away. He would have got rid of them straight away. If they didn't work, they would have gone.
Do you know what?
Ollie's too scared now because it's all about money now. It's all about money.
Do you know
it's
what?
All about Paul Pogba's got to be on that pitch because he's got a TV deal coming up in a couple of weeks. It needs to be shown. They say exactly. He's not like Fergie. He's not. They're scared. They need someone to be scared of their manager, for God's sake.
It's very
He's worried about his next paycheck, Ollie. That's all he cares about.
Sorry, another thing I was just going to say, to take that one step further, under Ollie and Soups, who was your guy in charge of signings under Ollie again? David Gill, right?
Yeah. Under Fergie, you mean? Yeah.
Under Fergie, it was David Gill.
Gill. Yeah, David Gill. So to take that one step further, under Fergie, those players that are there for commercial reasons would not even be there in the first place because that just wouldn't happen. He'd sign players that you need, not players for commercial deals.
Do you know what's changed, though? Do you know what's changed? Listen. Football, like we said, football's went from being football, a brand, to now actually being a business, And I get that, the amount of money inside in football, which is cool, but there's still other clubs still getting good players, guys, and that's what we need to look at, We also need to ask ourselves, why are these players not coming to Manchester United? We are the same team that used to boast flipping Rio Ferdinand, Paul Scholes, Eric Cantona, Jaap Stam, flipping Tevez, Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but you had a structure then, bro. You had a structure. People could see the structure. Now they
So
can't.
why
They're
now?
looking around thinking, "Rah, look at the way you lot hang Pogba." You know what I mean? Not you personally, but look at, you know what I mean? Every time, yeah, instead of looking at the board, people are hanging players, bro. When it's
Trust
the structure
me.
of the club, bro. That's what it is. Every club, yeah, Arsenal, Man United, we're all a reflection of our owner, bro. When you look at
Trust me.
any company, yeah, when you look at them, yeah, if they're doing well or they're doing bad, it's because of the people running them. Facts. It's nothing anybody else, because if the owner people are accountable, things go correct. Look at Man City, bro. People are held accountable. Look at Chelsea, bro. People held accountable. It's not Ollie. Ollie didn't employ himself. It's the same with Arsenal, bro. Like Man United and Arsenal got the same kind of issues, bro. It's the people running our clubs are some jokers, bro. And the fans believe the crap that they spew out on social media, and it's annoying.
Bang on. Jace, I was just going to say, though, Jace, while we're talking owners, though, West Ham's while we're talking owners, West Ham's an interesting one, though.
Oh, don't even start with them. I'll tell you what, they're literally the scum of the earth. They are, our owners. All right, everyone bangs on about, you got David Sullivan, he goes, oh, I've signed this player, I've done this fund, I've signed that. But he talks bollocks, he talks rubbish, right? He plays with the media. He's got his little Jim White, he's got his, and he plays on it. He acts like he's the top dog. He tried to sign this player, but the manager said no. He tried to do this, but the manager didn't want it. It's bollocks. It's all bollocks. Sorry for swearing. It's just rubbish. You know what I mean? He's like, listen, I know everyone bangs on about Mike Ashley, about how he's terrible and that. I'm telling you now, Gold and Sullivan are 20 times worse. And you just see it. We're just lucky that poor old David Moyes he's working with what he's got, and he's doing okay at the moment. So what can he do?
That's what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say that.
But yeah, exactly. It's another thing. These owners now are it's just getting out of the hand, to be honest. It's all about branding now. It's all about
the owners,
getting the paychecks. They don't care anymore.
You get 100%. That's a conversation, 100%, right? But we need to break it down. Yeah, you've got footballers that should be competent enough to challenge and compete. At least you can talk. We can say ABC, XYZ about this owner, that owner. Yeah, but these footballers are internationalists. Okay, they should be competing at least. You shouldn't let the next man run off you. If he's running, you run beside him. You compete, you jump, you tackle. If you need to fight, bite, scratch, whatever, you do it. So, yes, we can be like the structure and stuff. But today, for example, yeah, you could talk about the West Ham game and Man United game. There was that team, for both of them, were capable to compete. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? You guys did for the first half. We didn't at all. But I'm looking at the personnel. I've got Matic, Premier League winner. I've got Harry Maguire. I've got Lindelof, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, one of the best right backs in the league. I got flipping Martial up front, mate. Like everyone keeps telling me last season he was the Don. Come on, man. You can't get change off Johnny Evans. You can't get change off Johnny Evans. So let me
ask Northside London. Yeah, so you said that you didn't watch the game live, did you? You watched the highlights, right?
No, I watched the highlights. Yeah. I was so fuming with Arsenal, bro. I wasn't even watching.
Oh, okay. So when you did watch and you saw like the team that Ollie put out, did you think he'd made a mistake from the start?
I thought he was just doing an Arteta 2.0. Like the way Arteta's put in Smith Rowe on the wing, he did the same thing with Pogba. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? Put the winger, play people in their position, bro. Like, some man think they're Fergie or they think they're Pep. They got the sauce or something. Yo, calm down, bro. That's only elite managers. You man ain't elite. You know them way there. And I saw that and I was like, rah. Like, is that what he's doing, yeah? I was like, that's stress. But one thing I'll say to bits and bobs, yeah? You know, like you said, like, they should be able to pass the ball and do competent things. We've got players like that can't do simple things like David Luiz, like Xhaka, yeah? You know what it is? You know when you're at work, yeah, and certain men just come for peace, and if the management aren't on their case, they're going to relax. Some footballers are like that. They don't love this game. They don't love playing football. They're coming in like, yo, real talk, I just want my peace at the end of the week, and if I'm not being pressured or pushed, I'm not going to push myself. I'm just here to receive the money. Arsenal are vacation FC. We got better players that are like that. Like, us, like, Jace, you, bits and bobs, we probably all love football. If we were football, we would love it. Some of these players, they don't care. They come to our clubs. I know there's players at Arsenal. They didn't grow up supporting Arsenal like me. So they're just there.
Also, you've got to remember as well, It was FA Cup game, wasn't it? Leicester and Man U.
Yeah.
No one cares. No one gives a damn about the FA Cup no more. They don't care anymore.
We do.
They don't. That's the thing. Some of these teams don't care. They just rather lose that and then get more holidays out of it. Do you know what I mean? It's not in their heart, the cup anymore. It needs the cup. To be honest, the cup needs a revamp. You need something. You need something.
Can you guys hear me right? Yeah, I'm not too loud or anything.
No,
So you're breaking up a lot.
Yeah.
Am I better now?
Yeah, that's better.
I think I was a bit close. Okay, right. So I've been listening to what you guys are saying, and everything you're saying is bang on, to be honest. But one thing that I've been thinking about Arsenal for a while, maybe United, maybe a few clubs, few of the elite clubs that are making big boy signings, paying big boy wages, and I've had this real thought that you see when Pep signs players, I honestly believe he does more than the usual look at how they're performing in individual games, right? There's things like the Sanchez from Arsenal. And the minute that Sanchez started showing that he had told us he wanted to come to join the project and win things. The minute his agent is saying, United are interested. Apparently, the City board had a meeting with Pep and said, what do we do? And he said, he's not joining for the right reasons. Don't go in with another thing. And the thing is, it's the mentality. Like, I wasn't sure because I hadn't watched much of Ruben Diaz, right? But the first interview I watched of Ruben Diaz, and I heard him talking about his winning. All you have to worry about is I like to win things, right? When I saw Bernardo Silva celebrating winning the treble, and all he was doing was moaning about not getting further in the Champions League, right? And Bruno Fernandes, he's won for Man United. When you hear him talk, he cares about winning. I think there are certain signings being made by Arsenal and Man United in particular, where the managers are not doing their due diligence on the actual mentality of the players. And people underestimate that so badly. You see when Liverpool bought James Milner got Milner on a free transfer. Do you know why that was such a great signing? Because the guy's got a winning mentality. The guy just wants to win every game. And I think a lot of these players, like you guys, they're joining clubs that don't care about winning. They really do not care. They just care about collecting. And you know what? When we talk about Pogba, do you know when Pogba looked his best this season? When he thought that U-Man might be challenging for the Premier League. He came alive.
Yeah. Do you know what, mate? I agree with you 100% every word, and I echo what you're saying. Do you know something that's a damning thing? Yeah, Ollie said that it's not just about the quality of player; it's the character of players, right? Now,
can I just apologize? Sorry for jumping back in. Sorry for barging in. I just need to apologize. I plugged in my laptop and everything. Thought it was all going swimmingly. Guess what happens? Zero battery, and it just shut off. So it just kicked me out. So I apologize.
You're back now.
I'm back. Right. Back with a bang. So sorry, bits and bobs. Do carry on.
No. I'm just saying. I agree with what you're saying, mate. And do you know what? Ollie said something that had my ears perked up. He says we're looking at characters and stuff that comes to the club. So I think to myself, you brought in Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You want to play attacking football. On what evidence does Aaron Wan-Bissaka give you to say you want to play attacking football? Hear me out, bro. But like, you know what? When you break it down, right? Aaron Wan-Bissaka was at Crystal Palace. You'd be lucky if he touched the ball 10, 15 times. He was at a club where all he had to do was allow his man not to beat him. Make sure your man doesn't beat you. You defend, yeah? Harry Maguire has been relegated 4 times, okay?
Wow.
He's been relegated 4 times. This is the guy you give the captaincy band to. So what do you see in him?
Wow.
Harry Maguire wasn't even the best centre-back at Leicester. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you, bro? Okay, and then we look at his other signings. Okay, Bruno, listen, he got away with Bruno. Do you know why? Because Madrid and all that couldn't afford him. We actually took 6 months to pounce on him. Fair enough. But we look at all the other signings that we've had at the club prior to Ollie's reign. As the character, we're talking about Sanchez. Why are you trying to tell me you have 6 months with Man City, you can go win the league, but you come to Man United? What for? What are you coming to me for? Do you know what I mean? It was money. Lukaku, God bless Lukaku, right? He's a goal scorer. You can say he's a stat pad or whatever. He came to Man United because his mate was there. He never came to Man United to try and win trophies, to be the elite striker. Okay, and you've got to ask yourself: there's a pattern, there's a conveyor belt of these things happening. People come to Man United to get paid. Okay, and when you give the likes of flipping Dean Henderson 130 grand a week, 6-year contract, never played a game for the club, brother.
Wow.
I want to know what the janitors are getting paid, fam. Do you know what I mean? I want to know what the cleaners are getting paid.
I want a job.
Give
Give me a job.
like
I could do some spare change. You know what I mean?
Do you remember when you lot were trying to do a clear out and you lot were struggling to get rid of players because you had very average players on high wages? It was the same issue with Arsenal.
Phil Jones is still at our club. This is what I'm trying to tell to you, man. Phil Jones, a Premier League winner, is still at my club. Man, my man can't even get into the squad, the European squad. My man is turning up for training, fist pumping everyone, saying good morning. What's for lunch to the cafeteria, people? My guy's on 120k a week, and you're trying to tell me about structures and characters. Get out. Get out.
You know what, though? I think we might still be paying for Adebayor, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Oh, no, you know when I left quickly, did you turn him white all the way up? It's like kind of distorted a bit.
Yeah, should I turn it down again?
Yeah, please, just a little bit. I'll do that thing that Ross does from Friends when he's like, come on, just down just a little bit.
I fully get what you're saying, bro. It's the same.
Friends, boy.
It's the same crap at Arsenal, bro. That's why we can't shift no one, because Wenger started overrating these dead ass players like Holding, like Chambers, and all these man extending their contracts when they ain't done nothing, rewarding for nothing. Like you said with your goalkeeper, and then everyone that's under us is like, am I a dickhead? Like, well, I'm not gonna buy flipping Chambers.
I think Wenger did it on purpose just because he knew he was leaving and that. So he thought, let me just like.
If I see Wenger,
sabotage. Yeah, so you're right. I think you made the point at the start that football is kind of changing. It seems to be
100%.
Commercial value and other business interests are kind of shaping the way teams are being built up, and footballing reason seems to be lurking way in the background, which isn't good. But some teams do make good signings, and obviously we've got one of our players who's gone off to east side of London. He's gone off to London Stadium, and
I love
making waves. Making absolute waves. So, Jace, what have you got to say about Messi, Lingardinho?
You know the thing about Lingard is, right, you've just got to give him time still. I don't rate him just yet. All right, I know this is going to be controversial. I know everyone's going to say it, but just give him time. Do you know what I mean? I know he's playing okay at the moment. He's scoring a couple of goals here and there. He's doing a couple of assists. But we need to give him time. An end of season review on him on a report card. Okay. All right. Let's just hold on about let's praising him and all of this and that. Let's just wait till the end of the season. We do a nice full report on him. Nothing just yet. All right. We can't keep getting carried away with this.
I
know he's come down and he's done a couple of things here and there and that. But we've got to look at the full extent of the games. All right, everything. Let's go through it all. Let's sit down with him, give him a summary. When you go, your end of season review at your job. That's what you do with him. All right. Let's calm down.
Jesse Lingard,
the whole bandwagon of Jay Lings, our party time. It's not party time just yet. All right?
Do you know what?
Let's not get carried away.
My brother, West Ham are going to sign him. Do you know why? Because of the commercial brand he is. Okay.
Yeah, that's you know what? If they're gonna do that, then it's gotta happen, isn't it? Let's calm it down. Let's calm it. That's what I'm saying. Let's calm it down. Let's not get excited about this.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I've been slated through the West Ham army about this. Everyone hates me because of this, but I'm just saying, let's just wait. All right.
I'm not going to Lingard do this for us.
After a couple of games.
Really well. I've seen him do this for us, mate. He's played really well, scored some fantastic goals, cup final winning goals and stuff. But then he doesn't kick on the next again season. But we've kept him on because of the commercial stuff he brings. Like, he does Q&As for Man United. There's over 1 million people watching a Q&A. Jesse Lingard, are you crazy? Like,
he's really good on social media, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think you do buy him because you guys will probably take on his
No,
brand.
don't get me. Listen, we probably will buy him. We will buy him. Probably. It's pretty much guaranteed, isn't it? Really, it's guaranteed that he will
No,
come.
I don't think it's guaranteed because the figure. Look, he's in the England squad now. He scores for England. That England tax goes up, and you can see Ed Woodward saying, "Listen,
Oh, come on, he probably had like a pre.
No, but it's facts. Still, think about it, brother. Think about it.
No. Let's be real. Yeah. Firstly, I actually think he brings more than just what he. And let's be real, his numbers on the pitch since he's joined West Ham are impressive. Yeah,
playing out of skin, absolutely playing out of skin.
I think also, and I love to see it. Even as a City fan, I love to see it because I think what he's been through and whatever. I like the guy, but also when I see it, he's got a group of West Ham players that I haven't really ever seen celebrating like they're celebrating, yeah? So he also 100% is doing something right in that dressing room, yeah? And I think he's on that plane for England for that exact reason. Will he start for England? Will he fuck? There's not a chance, right? But he definitely is bringing something in the dressing room, I think. Like,
I think he's getting on with Declan Rice a lot, and you know Declan Rice is becoming a leader. Yeah. He's growing into being a great leader, and then behind a great leader, you have a great support behind your back, don't you? Usually, yeah. And I think he's becoming one of those boys. You know, one of the armies. You know, part of the army and that. But
you know what, Jace? I know you want to take the more pragmatic approach and stuff like that. We've got someone in our comments who disagrees with you just a little bit, disagrees with you slightly. I'm going to put this up. See what you think. Hold tight, D Lawless. By the way,
shout Lawless.
What does he say? Oh, Jason's talking nonsense again. Every week Lingard scores 5. Oh, come on. Get out of it.
Hold tight, Lawley.
What did he do? Well, you know what I mean? Come on. He's not always. You know, he's here and there. Do
you know what,
Let's just calm it down a bit. Calm it down on the whole Lingard bandwagon party just yet, all right? We need to do a full performance report on him first. Get it down. Let's go detailed on everything, right?
Full
everything. It's all about him just, you know, doing a new celebration and that. Yeah. Right? That's not all about that. It's about performance.
But today, goal and assist, bruv. Come on.
Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, we're full
credits due, eh?
Review at the end of the season. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I mean, this is the thing I do like about yourself, mate. You're looking at the bigger picture. It's like, okay, he's doing well right now. You pay 30+ million, whatever, for him. Is he going to kick on next season? What's going to happen?
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the things. I admit when he first came, I did say when he first came, I said I don't think he's gonna hack it. I don't think he's gonna hack it. I think he might flop. I actually did say that.
Yeah.
All right. And I said, all right, prove me wrong. All right. And then, all right, he might have seen that video. He might have seen it, and he's probably all right. West Ham Jace, I'm gonna show you. All right, but I'm just saying, full perform. We just got at the end, mate. At the end of the season, we've got to make sure this is the right injury lists, everything. We got. You know what West Ham got.
But it might be the one.
You know what I mean?
He's on loan for a reason. That's what you need to remember. This is what I always say to people. He's on loan for a reason because at his parent club, he wasn't getting a sniff. Do you know what I mean? So he's
what was going on? Why did he get kicked off at Man United? If he's such a great player, why is he getting kicked off at Man United?
What's going on? No, but we've seen this in the Premier League before, though. We've seen this where
let's get one talk time. Go on, north side.
Like we've seen this before. Come on, big fish in a small pond works and excels to that player. Yeah. We've seen it with Salah. We saw it with De Bruyne. You know what I mean? Like I get what Chase is saying because I know Arsenal fans can be like that sometimes as well, and we get very excited and we don't even know if the guy is even really gonna. You know what I mean? It might just be that.
Seen a YouTube video or something.
Yeah, and everyone's getting excited. Everybody acting like they're playing ball and everything. So I get what you're saying, but it might just be he just suits West Ham and what you're doing better than he does United.
Okay, so I've got all that considered. So everything considered, then, right? Mm-hmm. We've seen how the season's kind of been panning out so far. Who would you say out of the traditional top six? I guess who's the signing of the season? Would Jesse Lingard be in there? Included? Would he be included? Would he not?
I think you still got to Bruno there.
Best January.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you got Soufal, you got Souček. Souček. Yeah, you know, come on, you got a few other players out there. That that are doing so well. But, you know,
He's
we
got to be
can't
best
just put
January.
all our eggs in one basket, you know.
He has to be best January. Please tell me he is your best January signing. Please,
The
come on.
I wouldn't say he's the best January signing.
Arguably, okay. You're staying for you're I respect it. You're sticking to your guns.
I'm just being honest. I'm being honest here.
Yeah, you're being honest. You're taking a pragmatic.
You're being controversial. That's what you're being.
I'm not being
You're
controversial. I'm not being controversial. I'm just seeing the next stages. I'm just worried about that. I'm a warrior. I worry about stuff like this. That's
Okay. Okay. No, good stuff.
Sorry, one last thing. Bits and bobs. You said 30 million.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Price? You think that's a fair price?
No, he's 20 million, 19 million at least.
27, is he?
All right, 20.
Is he?
Yeah,
20,
Yeah, but listen. The thing is that the reason I say 30
19
million.
19 million.
The reason I say 30
That's
million.
that's nothing
is
now.
because
19 million though
Yeah.
in Premier League money, isn't it? Really.
20 million, I get 30 million. I'm a bit like, whoa, hold on.
30 million,
No,
no
because-
chance.
Do you know why I say 30 million? Is because the way we'll spin it off to you is that this is the guy that played in the semi-final of the World Cup. This is the guy that scored in the cup finals. He has won European trophies. He's won domestic trophies with Man United. And also, he's currently your best player.
And also his Twitter following.
Well, you know, the Suchek's
Yeah.
one of our
So
best players.
30 million,
Yeah, maybe.
probably a nice number, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice number. It's like when you say 199.
Well, listen, I like
You know what I mean? It's
number
like,
8,
yeah,
but
okay.
it doesn't mean you know, it doesn't mean nothing, does it? You know what I mean? A nice number is 30 million, yeah, for some, but come on. Be,
You know
be
what?
reasonable. Come on. He's not going to.
Okay, this is a nice tedious link. So we've kind of made a segue from Man United to a Man United player who's on loan at West Ham. Let's go into the West Ham versus Arsenal game today. And what the hell happened? So actually, let's talk from let's see from a Arsenal perspective first and foremost. What do you think of the game then, Northside London?
Absolute disgrace, bro. Absolute disgrace. You know, the only thing, the narrative I knew, when we was getting peppered, if I was as Jace, you should feel robbed. You deserve to get all 3 points. How can we be, 30th minute in the game and we're 3-0 down? You tell me, how would you feel as an bro? I don't care.
I'm not being funny. I think meeting you, I think you're one of the best Arsenal fans I've ever met because you're actually, you're honest, right?
Really?
Not like these. I've met so many Arsenal fans, right?
This is
You
huge.
see
This is
an
so
empty bag
cute,
of crisps, right? That Mikel Arteta picks up, and that's the best bag of crisps ever in the world. Mikel Arteta can do this with that bag of crisps. He can make a player out of this empty bag of crisps. Do you know what I mean? The way the Arsenal fans go on about him.
I am tired of the crap of this club. We went to Olympiacos, they knocked us out last year. We just come from being defeated by them. But everyone was gassed because everyone wanted to ban Tottenham. Now, I ban Tottenham because it's rivalry. Football's about bantering, If you can't take bantering, go, I don't know, go watch tennis, You got to, but if you're going to take it, keep the same energy with your club or I'm going to call you out because I keep the same energy with my club. That's why I can send for anybody else because I know who I am. I know what my team is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I bantered them and I said, guys, listen, we lost to Olympiacos. Who the hell are Olympiacos? We came into this game in my match preview. I said to man, I was like, yo, Suchek. I said, Antonio. I said, Lingard. I go, bro, that guy's always dancing. The only one that dances after 3 points is me. I'm the only one that dances on my channel, innit? And he came, man's Millie Rocket Man's doing everything, after what? 15 minutes. And then 3 minutes after, we conceive again. Do you know what I'm saying?
I want to high-five you.
I'm vexed, blood.
Let me
land, bro. Because I'm fed up with this camp. You know the crap, the Arsenal fans have said, all the time, oh, he's made us better defensively. Were we better defensively against Aston Villa? Were we better against Wolves? Will we get better against Olympiacos? We barely scraped against Benfica, caramba. They're about to lose the league. You know what I'm saying? And then we come to you lot, man's getting touched before 45 minutes, match over. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know what they're gonna say? I knew when we came, the crap's gonna be, oh, we came back. You shouldn't be in that position. We're Arsenal. All due offense. I'm not trying to offend West Ham. Who are West Ham, bro?
Best team in London, mate.
Best team in
Do you know what? Northside.
17 years of the men will porcaria, the men will lixo that I'm dealing with all the effing time. And then when I go online, all I see is everyone bare energy for Arteta. Based on what? What has he done?
Oh, do you know what? Northside. Listen, Northside. Look. look, I know you're passionate. Look, I didn't really want to interrupt your flow. And I love the energy and stuff like that. But Mr. Bits and Bobs has got to make a move very shortly.
Fantastic.
So I just want to say thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving us your insight and everything. And do you just want to remind everyone where they can see you and catch you?
Yeah, listen, first of all, thanks for having me, man. I love the energy, guys. And, listen, message me whenever you want. I'm happy to support and obviously do the retweet. As I said, guys, make sure you support the gentleman. Never foul. Make sure you like and subscribe. Listen, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to like and retweet. As I said, you can find me on the Football Terrace. You can also find me hosting the United show. You can also find me on my YouTube and at Bits and Bobs _ my Twitter handle. Listen, gentlemen, thank you so much. If only I wasn't about to go on and not have to do my own show, I'd stay and kick it with you guys, man. I'm enjoying this.
Listen, we're gonna kick it real soon, and all of that was beautiful. Talking about, I love your vibe on supporting everyone else, but people, this is YouTube. Pause it, go back. All of the places he told you to subscribe, go and subscribe on this guy.
Oh, God
Do
bless,
it.
man.
Do it.
God bless,
Do it.
God
Do
bless,
it.
God bless, God bless. So good to finally virtually meet you all. North London, I see your things on IG, bro. You're a very, very passionate guy, man.
This guy's the real deal. This guy is the real deal. This guy is the Arsenal fan that all of us can vibe with because we get it.
Completely agree.
100%. Gentlemen, good night. Speak to you soon.
Nice meeting you, bro.
Take it easy,
Take care, mate. Nice to see you.
Stay safe.
Right, so
Do we have
before we go any further, I've got Mr. Bits and Bobs just had to leave because he's very busy. He's got some other stuff to do. But we do have
You United fans are sabotaging it today, right? So firstly, you made sure that the United fan left before you introduced a Leicester fan. Secondly, when we're talking about Man United, you ducked Soups. You United fans are sabotaging. We don't even talk about the game. We talk about directors and money, not about the campaign, bruv.
Okay, all right. I accept your constructive criticism. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on another guest. We've got Mr. Neil from Beyond the 90, Leicester City FC. I butchered your intro, so do you just want to reiterate where people can find you and who you are?
Yeah, it's all good. No worry. You can find us as you see probably from here. I'm trying to get the directions right because it's the other way around. Beyond the 90. Yeah, I always manage to go the opposite way and I double guess myself all the time. But yeah, Beyond the 90 LCFC, just beat Man United. All is happy and Dap should be happy. We'll just talk about Kelechi and Nacho last time. It's common done it again, man.
I wasn't too sure of him last time though, and I'm still. You know what? Right now, Ian Nacho is he's proving me wrong. Maybe he's coming of age right now because this last couple of weeks he's on fire, and I wanted him to succeed at City. Yeah, but he kind of was great as a sub. But then when Aguero got injured, first season under Pep, he got given a little run and really did nothing, right? And it was like, yeah, do you know what? That can't run with Pep. You've been given the baton and you've done nothing. And I've kind of thought the same at your club. But this last month, the guy has come of age.
We've managed to figure it. So the thing is, like, we tried to, the problem at the beginning, we were trying to go, can you just be Vardy, but part 2? And we've realized that we have to change because the whole team's built around him. Now we've gone, okay, with different formation, we're playing different way. We can incorporate him into a position. And some of his touch today was amazing. Like it was incredible to see. And I'm just, the future's bright. And again, I thought I was confident we were going to come in with a win. And that, to be honest, but the way that we performed, Man United didn't turn up, but I don't know how this is going to be perceived if we're going to be looked at as, if it's going to be Man United were poor today, because that's kind of how it is. But we definitely did our bit as well.
You know what? The one thing I'm clocking already, on every podcast I do when Leicester comes up, it's no longer that. You see, when you won the league, it was you were seen as a bit of a gimmick.
Say one-hit wonder. Don't worry, man. We get it. We get it
you
on this end as well.
A gimmick, right? You were seen as a bit of a gimmick, right? But these last couple of years, I feel like that's no longer. People respect you, okay? The scalps you're taking this season, right? You took our scalp. We got to play you again at Filbert. Not Phil. Is it Filbert? It's not Filbert. Wherever it is now. Is it still Filbert?
King Power.
King Power. That's it. We've still got to play you there. You and Chelsea are the 2 games in the league that I fear, right? Because I think you beat us 5-2 at the Etihad, and we have a bad form against you boys, right? But people respect you, one, because of the fact that you're proving it, and even if you don't make top 4 or whatever, you are taking scalps every season. You're influencing the league, right? And secondly, the other reason why everyone respects you, and we've been speaking before you got here about owners, big money signings. Let's all be 100. And I don't want to hear anyone else say Southampton. I'm bored of hearing Southampton. The scouting system at Leicester Football Club is absolutely fucking sensational. The way they replace players that are seen as good with better, and no one even talks about the people that have left. Like, people respect your club, and furthermore, your manager.
Right, so we it wasn't by design, I promise you. It wasn't like intentional. We did speak about the Man United game and the Leicester Man United game and how terrible it was for Man United. Neil, do you just want to give a quick rundown about like what you think, like where you went right and where Man United kind of needed to improve?
At parts we were just carving through your midfield like it wasn't there, and that wasn't. And bearing in mind we were playing 3 in midfield, we were playing 2, and that shouldn't happen, especially with the Man United team. You know, that shouldn't happen with the likes of Pogba. And again, it was a surprise when he subs it on, but it shows you're not playing well when even in an FA Cup game where you're doing 4 substitutions at once. I mean, I've never seen that. I've never seen that, like 4 sort of quadruple substitution. And again, they came on, they did a little bit because I was thinking, okay, here they go. We made a couple of substitutions and they just died down again. So you can blame it on tiredness or whatever, but you should be putting a lot more opportunities past us. And we kind of shut up shop and we dealt with it. And just from our perspective, yeah, we bossed it in that sense. And I don't want to come here and brag too much, but at the same time, I feel like we deserve it. I mean, we've come through in that game, and we've come through when people, again, when we were playing against Arsenal, and we just kind of run out of legs. Literally, players were getting injured left, right, and centre as well. And we thought, is this going to be the beginning? But again, the managers pulled everybody together. We're out of the Europa League, sure, but now we've got 1 game a week now. So I'm feeling confident towards the end of the season if we could do something.
I feel like you were defensively solid. Everyone just played as a unit today, and I noticed that Fred. Unfortunately, I know people don't really like Fred and stuff like that, saying he's not Brazilian, but he gave the ball away a lot of the time today. And I just feel like you're right. Like the game was kind of won and lost in midfield. So
yeah, it was. Sorry, you were saying?
No, carry on.
I didn't watch the game. Was it an NDD masterclass again?
Not quite. It was a midfield masterclass, though. He was part of the midfield. That again, if you look at the second goal on the highlights, nobody even went near him to close him down, and he just went right. If you're gonna, it's one of them things where you see just close him down, just put a tackle in, and he was like, I'm gonna keep going, and that wasn't the only time. I mean, even from our defenders, Fofana and Soyuncu at times were just bombing down the wings, and nobody was gonna put in a crunching tackle. I mean, the only time that happened was when Nacho, I think in the first half, where Maguire was like, no, he's got past him. He was like, right, I'm just going to body block him. And he ended up just giving it away outside the penalty area. So you could say it's tiredness and stuff, but the fact that you've got, I mean, I looked at your, again, you're bringing on McTominay, Fernandez, who else came on? And I'm looking at, I'm going, and Cavani, and I'm looking at that going, Jesus, that's a hell of a substitution. And at 2-1, the game could have been completely different. I mean, but the intensity just died off. And again, it's one of those things where we've just got to take it, and we just got to take the confidence in the next couple of games, because we're doing our business now. We've learned our lessons. We fell off from previous years, but even then, finishing 5th was still a great achievement. We're still without Maddison, Barnes, Justin. As well, so and these players are not playing together. These players are just gelling, and like Perez, great substitute to take him off and put Pratt in and things like that as well. It's just working brilliantly at the moment.
It was, so, yeah. It wasn't really working for Perez today, was it? Ayoze Perez. But so as a Leicester fan, let's just play like a quick one. Like, just give me 1 minute answer. If you have to lose, if you have to keep one. Tielemans or Ndidi, end of the season, which one would you choose?
They're both staying. I don't think that's a question. I don't think that's a question.
Let's pretend. Like
we're past that, man. We're past that. I think I know what you mean, that we have to lose one, but it's one of those things where at the moment, where with the financial situation that the clubs are in at the moment, who's going to take him? B, we've same with Man United, we've slapped a £80 million figure and make them pretty much look like a joke today, in terms of the 80 million, especially today. So it's one of those things where, and Brendan Rodgers has publicly come out and said there won't be a big player leaving this season.
No,
if we so I know what you mean, but if we're going to lose one of them, they're both just vital. I wouldn't lose. Probably I'd lose Ndidi. To be honest, we've linked with some good central defensive midfielders. If you're going to put the gun to my head, kind of thing. But yeah, it's just this season. I see that, man. But
you know what?
One of those things at the moment.
Who cares? Because their scouts will just go out and find a new one.
They'll find a replacement. They will. So,
bearing in mind he's a replacement for Kante, and people thought we couldn't replace him.
Exactly.
It's true. So Jace, at West Ham, who would you take? Tielemans or Ndidi? Only one, please. And you've got a minute.
That's a good question, because the whole Declan Rice, will he stay? Will he go?
I'll take them both. I'll take them both.
No, just one. You've just got one. You've got you pay their release clause fee.
You know what? I like Ndidi. I think he's a great little player. You know, I think he can do stuff. You know, he just needs to find that right. You know, the right team, and I think we could work with him.
I love this guy.
It's good. Nice pragmatic approach. So you, Northside London, same question to you. Tielemans or Ndidi, if you could just poach one of them. It won't happen because you don't expect the money back.
Can I have your whole squad, Neil? I'll take Ndidi. I've always liked Ndidi. Obviously, I'll take both, and obviously beggars can't be choosers, but I'll take Ndidi. For us, I really like Ndidi, yeah.
Of course. You two, Daps, we say at City, which one gets in your team?
Ndidi, you know what? It's mad because I'd scream Ndidi all day, but I know Pep loves playing with Rodri, who's a ball playing DM, and I kind of get it. But I was actually thinking for a pod I've got to go on later, I'm going to be asked about players I want to see us sign this summer, and however much we have a ball playing DM, which I know Pep loves, I still do believe, even though Fernandinho looked sensational the last couple of games, he's 35 now. His time is. I still think we need a DM with some balls. So I would take Ndidi for that reason.
Okay.
But I'd take loads of Leicester players, man.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like obviously, yeah, we talked about the Leicester City Man United game earlier, and I think. Do you think we've covered the bases for that? Do you think we can?
You know what? I want to throw it back to these two, and real quick, yeah, because we had a little outline of the Arsenal West Ham thing, but we didn't.
That's what I'm going to jump into.
Yeah, we did not really deep that game.
So, obviously, Arsenal pulled back a stunning, like they were down 3-0, pulled it back to 3-3. We've heard your passionate, kind of review of the game, Northside London. What about you, Jace? What was your review of that game?
You know what that game was like, right? I got a problem eating pies and pasties. I get heartburn, right? So you eat a pasty, right? It goes down well, nicely. The game everything's going well, everything's going nicely. But then it regurgitates. It starts to get up there, and it's causing problems here. And you're getting the pain in your chest and everything. And then you start sweating, and you're panicking because you can't find your Gaviscon anywhere. And then you just think, oh my God, this is just so terrible. Where am I going to find it? Where's going to happen? I just want this to end. I want it to end. Where is my Gaviscon? And that. And that was the game for me. It was just, I was angry. I'm absolutely fuming at certain things. The referee, John Moss, what did he have, an accumulator or something on? Did he have a bet on that for them to draw? It just didn't make sense. Everything was just not going our way. We should have won that. Like he said, Noel said, we should have won that game. We was the whole thing, and then we held back. We stood. Then Moisey, he got scared all of a sudden. We're 3-0 up. He's getting scared. He's getting scared. He's holding back. He's putting Noble on and stuff like that. Because he's getting scared. What's going on? I don't get it. I don't get it. This is what I need to help. Why is he playing defensive when we was 3-0 up? What was going on?
No,
and everything. It was just everything.
It's game management.
Everything. I tell you what, the football gods hate us. They've always hated West Ham, right? And then I don't know if the football gods were sleeping or something, right? And we're getting up there. But then he's woken up now. He said, "Oh fuck it." We goes, "Oh, well, what's going on here? Fucking West Ham's. They should be at the bottom here. They should, you know what I mean? Nothing never goes our way, and I'm just sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. And nothing.
Yeah.
I'm getting passionate now.
You know what? Obviously,
It just annoys me that nothing goes our way.
Of course, it's never good to throw away a 3-0 lead. You know,
exactly.
At half time, Arsenal should have been able to pass.
We bottled it.
Yeah, you did bottle it, but Arsenal should have been able to pass the pad. The game should have been put to bed, and that should have been the end of it. There's a little comment here from Two Ties Talk podcast, and he's saying to you, Northside London, don't let Aubameyang get away with this. Are Arsenal better?
No, I wanted to let Jace finish on his point. You know what I mean? And I agree with him because Jace, bro, you guys hit the post. Antonio, he was through. It was harder to miss.
Tell me about it. Bro, I'm telling you,
you should have won this game. Yeah, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, as much as we're a joke and we are a joke. Yeah, you should have been. It should have been 6-3, bro. Exactly. You could have easily scored 6 goals already in this match.
We've got the highest hit in the woodwork this season. We have. He popped up on Sky Sports today, right? We're about 19, right? Second is, I think it's Man City second or something like that, and then third's Leeds as well, right? The amount of times we've hit the woodwork is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I just want to get on.
We don't even have a proper striker. We don't even have a striker. We sold our striker in January for no reason, right? We didn't get anyone else to replace him. We're playing Yarmolenko sometimes up front, for God's sake. When he's fit. Do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this.
Ridiculous.
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, Aubameyang. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this club. But like we've seen it with Ozil, seen it with Sanchez. They work up here to get a big contract. Once they get the contract, everyone's at the beach. All of a sudden, it's just everyone's got a caipirinha, everyone's chilling, everyone's having pina coladas. I've seen it so many times at this club, bro. It's infuriating, bro. Like you've just got the contract, and man's now looking at the striker version of Ozil. What's going on? Bro, I wanted this guy off, yeah? He took his time. He only took him off at the 81st minute and put Martinelli. Why can't Martinelli get a game? Put him on the bench, bro. If he's not performing,
is there something going on between him and Arteta? I know he keeps coming late in that, but do you think
Arteta's got favourites, bro. Arteta's got favourites. Xhaka will not be dropped. David Luiz will not be dropped. David Luiz for the header against Antonio. What was he doing, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Xhaka again. It's either one or the other. It's either Xhaka or David Luiz not having the stinker. It's always one of the two, yeah? And what was he doing defensively? But I'm telling you now, yeah, Aubameyang, bro. I'm telling you, that's looking like the worst bit of business, us extending his contract. Because he ain't doing enough. This guy, yeah, if he doesn't score, what does he do? It's not good enough. Do you know what I was thinking, yeah? He's probably the only top striker in this league that has not adjusted his game to the Premier League. He just expects the ball to come to his feet and finish. Because if he doesn't do anything, he won't sacrifice his game. And I don't like strikers like that. Like, I like Aubameyang, but I'm turning against him now. Because it's like, bro, sacrifice yourself for the team. Well, that's one thing I can say about Lacazette. I don't even rate Lacazette. Do you know what I'm saying? But he was sacrificed.
Lazy. Aubameyang's getting lazy. He's getting lazy. He's getting lazy.
Look at Lacazette today. Like, he was jumping in, getting the ball, playing somebody on. He's making something happen for himself. Aubameyang just puts his arms in the air. I remember the other game, he was shouting at Saka. I'm telling you, shut up. You couldn't talk to me like that. I think just shut up. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Don't go and talk to me like that. I'll slap you. You can't talk. Nah, bro. I'm done out here, man. We Arsenal fan. But you know what it is? It's okay to go for certain players, but not for others. Like Saka, everyone's saying he's having a season of his career. He's only had 5 Premier League goals. Pepe's had 5 Premier League goals, but people will gun Saka, but they won't gun Pep. They'll gun Pepe, but they won't gun Saka. They got the same amount of Premier League goals.
Very
I kind of feel like maybe it's not a fair playing field because Pepe obviously came with that massive price tag, and with that comes pressure, doesn't it? £72 million. Saka's like homegrown talent.
Don't start this.
No one is immune from
getting pressure and all. This is their players, for God's sake. Come on.
Yeah, man. No one's immune from getting nothing, bro. I don't care how much you got. You got a job. You're getting paid.
Exactly.
Get paid that. Do your job. Do you know then we're there?
Just get on with it,
bro.
get
There's
on
too
with
many
it.
favourites at my club. There's too many favourites, bro. Certain people, Aubameyang, Saka, you can't say nothing. Smith Rowe, you can't say nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? And then other man just gets slaughtered, but it's a team game. Do you know what I mean? It's pathetic. Our performance here in that first half, bro. That was capitulation. Bro, I thought it was going to be the score. You know that famous score against Man United when we got peppered 6-2? I think it was 6-2. And then another time we got 8-2. I thought it was going to be that. I remember that. I got bare Man United, man. They were gunning me. I thought it was going to be capitulation FC. Bro, I was stressed. I almost turned the game off, innit? At the second half.
Mm. You know what? I can't believe, North, that there's a fan like you who actually realises what the hell is going on at Arsenal. Because every single bloody Arsenal fan just think everything's fine. 10th is the best thing in the world. It's the new number 1. It is 10th. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is the thing. We need people like North to be on these type of shows to tell people how it is. Yeah. And it's good that you've got him because it's absolutely true.
Bro, you know what it is? There's also United fans like that as well. I'll tell you what it is. Clubs that have the historic thing of winning trophies, when that fan base now experiences the club moving like idiots, yeah, some fans don't want to accept it because they grew up here like, yo, we're winning leagues, we're winning that. Now when reality comes and you're not where you used to be, certain fans don't want to accept that, bro. And I've seen it with United fans and I've seen it with my fans. And it's always fan bases that have experienced a lot of success or like a prolonged period of success. They don't want to admit it that things is messing up. You're not that guy anymore. You'll get slapped round here now. Do you know what I mean? No one fears the Emirates. Everyone's milli rocking. Lingard, I'm telling you, when he saw this, he's like this. Yeah, man's gonna, yeah, he's doing all that. He was doing all of that, bro. Do you know what I mean? He thought he was me. You know what I mean? He thought it was on my YouTube channel. It's a joke, bro. United are not the club they used to be. And you need to face it. And Arsenal, bro, we ain't been that for almost 20 years, bro. At this rate, we ain't winning the league for as long as Liverpool didn't win the league. Because this club ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere, bro. No one's made accountable. The fans just lap it all up. All the crap, all the PR crap.
It's true. And you know, it is nice to, you're right, it's nice to hear a refreshing point of view from an Arsenal fan who is very realistic and stuff like that. You said that obviously we're not looking to win the league as Man United fans. You're probably not looking to win the league anytime soon as well. But there is a team who is looking to win the league. It's probably sewn up right now. It's it's that team in who plays in blue, plays at the Etihad, Manchester City. They've probably got the league sewn up right now. So Daps, you lot beat Everton 2-0 yesterday. It was a bit sticky in the first half. Yeah, sticky in the first half. But what did you think of that game?
Sorry, why was it sticky? Because it was 0-0. Yeah, it's not sticky, Buff. Did you not see what Pep said after the Champions League game, where he said, "You just keep the ball, you keep passing, chances will come. The minute you rush to create chances, that's not good." No, it wasn't sticky, Buff.
So they weren't rushing to create chances, but you were finding it quite hard to break Everton down, no? Oh, it was all part of the master plan.
No. We find it hard to break down certain teams when people play five at the back. It's a bit more difficult. Sticky, no. Trust in the process. Sorry, Arsenal fans are trying to say trust in the process. We believe in trusting in the process. Just keep passing the ball, keep doing what you're doing. Eventually,
Pep was playing 4D chess, and it was all part of the process. And so you were happy with how they played yesterday, and it was a good game.
Yeah. 100%. Listen, right now, City. All right, we had to draw for De Bruyne, maybe. Wasn't sticky though. We've been in stickier situations this season. We've been
stickier situations. All right, forget I said the word sticky. Let's remove it from the vocabulary. Just say you had a more measured game. Usually, City come out and they bombard teams with, like, they pass the ball around. They bombard teams with attacks, and they go for multiple goals. Didn't really do that yesterday. And
I think some of our players have already packed their bags, ready to go off on international duty.
Okay.
It was just a grind out a result, which I like to see.
Professional performance then from them.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it's going through the gears. I'm a bit disappointed we got Chelsea in the semis. Is it the semis?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
semis. Seems to have gone quick, the FA Cup this season. But yeah, so Chelsea in the semis, bit disappointed. Didn't want to face them. They're like I said, I worry about Leicester. I worry about Chelsea in the league. We could end up facing both of them in the FA Cup. Wasn't the best performance. Wasn't the worst performance.
Okay.
I think it maybe showed that we need a striker.
So yeah, so you probably do need to replace Aguero and stuff. You have kind of been playing without a striker, and you've kind of been playing without him. The other day, obviously, we saw the footage of him coming off the pitch saying they didn't pass to me. He was only on for a few minutes and stuff, but yeah, it seems like you probably do need him. You need a striker to progress and go forward.
Yeah, I think I'm interested to see I'm interested to see Pep's take on it. I don't really know what we need. People say Haaland. Some people are now saying Kane. I don't know.
The shame in it, the possibilities.
There's still a buyback clause on Iheanacho as well.
I was about you know what, I say that. Is there?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to actually happen because I don't know if he's the kind of striker that Pep wants. However, I think it runs out at the end of this year or the end of next year.
You know what? If it's cheap enough, do it. Just
50
maybe
mil.
Ooh, damn, we had a lot of faith in him. 50 mil, wow. Maybe not. I was going to say do it just so we can get an extra 6 points a season, but nah, he's not good enough. Sorry, he's not good.
Fair enough.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, the City game, it's like one of those. There's been a few City games where I don't overly want to talk about them. It wasn't sticky, but it didn't light my Saturday evening on fire, unlike the Tottenham game. Yeah, I slightly worry because I think I've got an interesting question for Neil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going by Leicester's form against the big clubs, are you happy with your draw against Southampton, or would you have rathered Manchester City?
No, I'll take Southampton and go to the final. Who'd want to go to the final?
It's just the thing is that the reason why I say it is because you beat us regularly. It's not like you've got you have very good form against Manchester City, right? Southampton is the type of game that Leicester could slip up in.
What do you mean exactly by that?
That you take scalps off of big teams. You do. I said it earlier on. Whereas the reason why I think Leicester aren't closer to Manchester City this season is because there's been one or two games that I would expect you to win that you haven't looked as good in.
And about £300 million.
No. There's 100. Yeah, 100% agree with you.
But no, I get what you mean. But again, we've not got the squad depth. That's the reason why as well. We've lost, bearing in mind, parts. Again, as I was saying, still got Justin out, still got Barnes out, still got Maddison out. And these are still big players for us. So we do what we can do. We're doing amazing this season. But even to comparing it, you're just on another level. Bearing in mind, we only came into the Premier League in 2013, 14. 14, 15 even.
I think you maybe missed where I was coming from. I'm not comparing you with Manchester City. That would be so unfair for me to do that, right? Mm-hmm. But I just feel like sometimes you raise your game against the top clubs. Whereas this season, if we took maximum points against the clubs Leicester should be battering, you'd be closer to it.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like I think North side will say as well. Like against the Arsenal game, we just fell apart. Not because Arsenal were that amazing. It was just Leicester. Literally, it's like we're driving a car and all the wheels fell off. Like we couldn't go anywhere. And that's literally what it was like. There's things like that, but that's what you're going to have when you're trying to compete on all fronts in all competitions with half the squads of the majority of the teams. And we tried, it didn't work. Cool, we got knocked out the cup. Now we just concentrate on FA Cup and Premier League. Perfect. And so I get what you're saying, but we were trying to literally we've not stopped. And you've got the pleasure of obviously having players that you can rotate. We had James Justin playing game in, game out, and then he picked up a 9-month injury. We had Ricardo that's just coming back in the squad. He wasn't available for this game as well because he had a slight injury as well. So we get in there, and it's just with time, a lot of these players are just coming into their prime as well. So give it time that you're only going to see, because I think Ndidi and Tielemans are both coming up to like 23, 24. So they're in the next few years, they're coming into their prime. So with Leicester, they're going to do something. And that's what I'm saying, that I can't really see anybody leaving unless somebody's stupid and goes, here's 120 mil. how do you like this? And that's
United,
the only way that we're going to get them out.
These boys need a DM. Man United, Ndidi, 150 mil. They'd probably spend it.
I don't know. Didn't want to part with any money. Couldn't find any money behind the sofa last season for players that we needed to get in, like wingers and stuff. So I'm not very confident about that. But yeah, we're going to wrap up shortly, and it's been a good rundown of all the of the stuff that's happened over this weekend. So, Jace, I just want to ask you quickly: what signifies a successful season for West Ham?
I don't want to hear this guy answer this. Oh my goodness!
Listen, successful season is Champions League. No, I'm only joking. Listen, I'm happy. To be honest, I'm happy wherever we are, and I'm upset today. But listen, we are punching above our weight a little bit at the moment.
Do you know what? Tell him what the title. We before you played Arsenal today, we had to decide on the title of this show, right? And I think we decided it when you were maybe 2-0 up.
Yeah. So the title that we went with initially was, "Are West Ham the second best team in London?"
We're the best team in London. We are.
Yeah.
Everyone loves us.
Realistically,
everyone loves London. Everyone loves West Ham. Right? Even certain Arsenal fans love West Ham. Tottenham fans don't like us, obviously.
So Chelsea, clear.
We help them. We always help you guys, the top teams. We help you out sometimes. You know, we get a win out of that certain team that helps you, right? And you don't thank us or nothing. So come on, I want you guys to thank me now and West Ham right now. Come on.
You know what? I will thank everyone here. I won't thank Leicester, actually. No, Leicester's the one team I can't thank because they take points off of us. So I won't thank you.
You're welcome, rest of the league. You're welcome.
Actually, I can thank Leicester. I will thank Leicester for selling Man United Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
It's
and then getting Fred to play for us as well today. It was kind of beautiful.
I will thank Northside London just for a guaranteed 6 points a season. And I'll thank West Ham just for being being
us, innit? Being West Ham.
For being West Ham, for blowing bubbles and creating pies and that. Yeah, thank you.
No, it has been good. So that's a good answer. So Northside London, what about you? Obviously you're in 10th at the moment. Can you turn it around? Can you do anything to make it a successful season of any sort? No. Any silver lining anywhere?
No, don't spin the narrative. Arteta out all day. Even if he wins Europa, out. Get out of my club, out. It's not good enough.
That's big.
That's it.
Tell it like it is. No, that's good. Tell it like it is. What about you, Neil?
So I think top 4 finish and then an FA Cup final.
Now
it's amazing to think out of the 5 clubs here that I'm saying that.
Now win it
with the season we've had, but
we'll see. Top 4 and win it.
No, my expectations are different. I follow these guys from League One, Championship. It's crazy.
I've done the same. Listen, and it feels a lot better when you've been through all of that, and then when you win it. Like I'm a proud enough man to say, me and my dad sat there in tears, right, when we won the league the first time, and then every time Vincent Kompany spoke for the next 48 hours, I was in tears again, right? It means so much more when you don't grow up winning everything because you never expected it. So I'd like to see Leicester win the FA Cup. I'm not going to lie.
We'll see. I'm not jumping on that bandwagon. I didn't jump on the bandwagon when we won the league. It was always we'll see until about 3 games to go. And that's the way that I do things, man. And again, I'll do score predictions or whatever, but that one is just I'll take as it comes because you never know, man. These things, football has a good way of smacking, as everybody knows, good way of smacking you around the face and giving you a reality check as soon as you start getting carried away.
Do you know what I like about today? I like all of today's guests. I think the theme has been pragmatic. Be pragmatic, be humble, be realistic, and that seems to see you through. So with that in mind, Daps, what would signify a successful season for Man City?
So you already know me. I am the same. I look after. I've grown up watching Arsenal fans get so angry when they lose, right? That I always swore to myself that I would never start expecting things because look after my own mental health. And if I expect something, I get let down. If I don't expect it, the surprise of winning it is great. I still worry.
We're in line for 4 trophies.
Yeah, but firstly, I don't like this narrative that everyone's going with, because until January, everyone thought City were not in anything, right? And now all of a sudden, everyone's coming with this narrative. If we don't do the quadruple, then Pep's had a bad season, right? Like, seriously, people are saying, oh, double's not good enough, treble minimum. Come on. Until January, we weren't being spoken about. So as a City fan, I want the league. That's all I want. We don't believe in the Champions League yet. We don't believe we're good enough. It's in our mentality. I want the league again. Do I want a cup with it? Hell yes. I don't want to lose to Tottenham. We can't let Tottenham get a trophy for banter.
You better not. You better not. I ain't coming on the show, you know. If you do that, that's it. Finish.
Please don't.
You better not.
So if I'm being realistic, right, I would like the league. I would like the Carabao Cup. And I would like to beat Dortmund. That's all.
I was waiting for it.
Come on, man. You're a big club.
That's all.
You make it sound like you're at a restaurant. You're like, I'll have the burger, I'll have the chips, and I'll have the drink. That's what you sounded like just then. Like, yeah, how much is that? 20 quid? Sure, that's fine.
And if it's my birthday, then they might bring out the cake of the Champions League for me. Maybe. But can I just say, really quick, Soup, sorry. You're going to echo it anyway, but can I just say, in these three guests, we have three sensational hosts, right?
Absolutely.
Sensational hosts. Honestly, I say that from my heart.
Yeah, you guys do know, you know how to hold your own. You've got like strong opinions. You know how to present them really well. And it's been an absolutely sensational show. Obviously, this is the first time that I've been hosting, and I've really enjoyed it. You know, apart from my technical issues at the start, we've still rolled with it, and it's been a good show. Some really great content. So thank you all for coming on. Northside London, as we wrap up, can you just tell people again where they can find you?
Yeah. If you like my rants, if you enjoy the shouting, then go to my channel on YouTube, Northside LDN, and my Instagram is the same, Northside LDN. So yeah.
Wicked. And also you too, Jace, where can people find you?
Yeah, Twitter at West Ham Jace. Just ranting, moaning about everyone. Everyone hates what I say. I don't know why. It's always the truth.
You two are the same.
And West Ham Fan TV. I'm sometimes on there as well.
It's really good stuff. What about you, Neil?
Yeah, find us at Beyond the 90 LCFC or Beyond the 90 on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks for having me on once again.
Okay, you two, Daps.
You know what? Before I say that, Soups, when I said you three guys have been, I should have said you four guys. You have done the perfect job as a host as well. Unlike me when I try and host and just talk too much and give my opinion, you have done the perfect job as a host and let every guest give their opinion. So hats off to you. I already knew you had it in you, but and you can find me on this channel. That's everywhere. That's it. And I want to find these three on this channel as well. So I'll put it out there.
I'd love that too. I would love that too. You see that thinly veiled request put out there? So, but I guess we'll talk more after. But thank you for watching Never a Foul. Please like and subscribe. Please tell your friends to tell their friends and tell their friends to follow all of the guests, the whole panel, and also follow Never a Foul. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram and other social media platforms. But we'll be back. When's our next show, Daps? We'll be back with XtraTime next Sunday. But
next Sunday.
We've got other content coming up.
Yeah, I think we've got an Arsenal thing going up shortly. Trafford Tunnel Monday, Tuesday. Tottenham will be going. Everything. Just keep checking the channel. Probably two uploads a day. So yeah.
Wicked. Yeah. So the best thing to do is make sure you follow us on all social media and then keep up to date with where we're going to go. So thank you guys for coming on this week, joining us on Never a Foul. And we will see everybody. Yeah. No. Thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it, and we'll see everybody next time.